Hello, everyone. This is Stuff. You are watching the Stuff HD podcast.
Ooh.
Again, this is Stuff. Javier, aka Stuff. In front of me, we have
The Equis
Equis
in his house.
In the house, the apartment. Really, but whatever. We'll just call it the house.
The house in the
Why
house.
not? Who knows?
Because any house is a home.
All right, we'll go with that. Any house is a home. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing good. Today we have a good one today.
I think we do. On paper, it sounds good.
On paper, it sounds good. Reality, this might suck as much as the others. Who knows?
As we go along.
But yeah, it'll be an interesting.
Yeah, one. It is. It's interesting because it's like, we've been doing this for a while on and off. It's like we're trying to be more consistent and being professionals.
We're trying to be a little bit more professional. My table is a little bit cleaner because you guys can't see the other side of the table.
Yeah, that's good.
But I got cables all over the place. I was like, what's that dance where you have to go under the pole?
The limbo.
The limbo. I was kind of doing the limbo, trying to maneuver myself. I felt like that lady on that Entourage movie, or not Entourage, Entrapment.
Oh yeah, where she's going
under
there.
Lasers and all that. That's how I felt like. I probably looked better too, but
nah.
So today we're going to be talking about making YouTube videos. Because Mr. Equis here has an official YouTube channel, which he has kind of mentioned a few times, but now it's got a name.
For now, because
it's not the final name yet.
Is that the final name?
Yet?
It's because I can't get the Instagram.
Okay. Yeah,
what's it called? What was it? Username?
Yeah, the username.
Or Twitter. Somebody has.
It is annoying. It is annoying when you can't get that because you feel like you're not original.
Yeah.
It's not me if I can't get that.
And then when you look at whoever has yours, sometimes they only have like 2 posts.
I know that happened to me with Stuff HD. Like I looked at Stuff HD on Instagram or Twitter, and it was somebody from years ago that hadn't posted anything. I was like, oh, come on, like I want it. So I ended up becoming a real Stuff HD because I'm cocky like that. Like I was like, I got StuffHD.com. That makes me real.
Yeah, the real one.
But eventually I changed it to Stuff Networks.
Yes,
which nobody has because that's a dumb name. But
so as of this recording, I'm Equis SD.
Equis SD.
See, because a lot of people have HD. Like I'm like below budget. Like I deal with budget things, so I'm not HD like
You're
Stuff HD. Yeah, I'm like the poor man
iPhone. And a Note 10 unboxing on your channel.
I have an iPhone.
The peasant iPhone.
Yeah, the peasant one. Yeah, the Note 10 Plus. That's like
That was a fluke.
See that's the rapper channel right there. That's the rapper money flexing. But I have mostly low budget.
To be fair, you have the Note 10 with some cheap ass cases.
Well, that case.
No, that one's not cheap.
I did try a couple cases. Some most of them were cheap. I decided to stick with the Pitaka one.
Pitaka.
Yeah, so that's like official.
You didn't go with the unbox therapy.
No, because that one came out afterwards. No, because actually this one actually has magnets, so I can actually put it on my car mount. So it works out.
You have a YouTube channel now. You've been doing it for like 5 months now.
Yeah.
On and off. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so
you're getting more into it.
Yeah, lately I've been recording more. I have my setup already. I think 90% of what I use, so I can actually just go on my desk and start doing videos. I don't have before I had to set it up and I think that's one of the biggest obstacles when making videos is the whole setup process.
The whole setup process, indeed.
Because if you have to set up something, it makes you it ruins some of that momentum you had, the creativity you had.
very often I think of a video and then I'm like, but then I gotta go get the camera. The batteries are dead. I don't know where the charger is. Like, and then
that's the worst. When you're
like I don't even know where my memory cards are.
Yeah.
And then if like I have something on my memory card from weeks ago, and I haven't done anything with it, but I don't want to delete it.
Yeah.
And then, like,
yeah.
I start thinking of all that stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, you know what, not worth it.
Yeah, and it really can like stop you from being creative, and you're like, oh. But once you have like a setup that kind of works for you, I feel that you're more willing to, okay, I'm gonna do that video right now.
Yeah.
Even if you do like a little bit of it and then you kind of like add on to it later.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is like I ran into that problem where I'll do little bits of video like here and there, but then I forget what I said in the other video, and I forget that I was supposed to add a footage until after I looked at it.
That happened to me also when vlogging. Like if I would go and vlog one day, I would be fine, because then at the end of the day I just go home, import the footage, and kind of try to set it all up in a way. However, when I would go like on a vacation or something where I'm trying to enjoy my vacation and I'm just vlogging a bunch of stuff, it becomes very difficult to later it becomes like such a huge task to try and manage that. You're like, oh man, I got so many clips, I don't even know what to do with these. Like none of them really have anything to do with each other. And then it's like, do I make one huge vlog, or do I? Because then I realized that like yesterday I was vlogging, and but then I never did an outro. I just kind of continued today, but now it's too much. So
yeah,
it gets weird.
Yeah, and especially like once you get to the editing part, you're like trying to find everything you want to include on there, and like an issue I've kind of ran along with, or not, is it ran into? There you go. Ran into is sometimes I'll record footage using different cameras. That's
even worse.
Sometimes I'll use my cell phone because I don't have anything else at that moment, so I use my cell phone. But then other ones I used the M50 that you didn't get for free. You didn't give me for free, but and and it's like having to take out the footage from all these different sources, and then you forget one, or you're like, where did I have that particular one that I really want?
Yeah. So in my case, I'm very forgetful. So I'll be looking at my footage later, and I'll be like, what the hell? Like, what happened? I'll be all pissed off because something went wrong with my camera, with my footage. I'm like, I know for a fact that I recorded this, but it's nowhere. It's nowhere in my camera. So I start getting upset. And then, eventually I'll do the vlog or whatever without it. And then later, one day, looking at my phone, I'll see like, oh shit, like there it is. I recorded it on my phone. Like, So I hate that, absolutely.
And I know like a lot of times it's just kind of I don't know if it's happened to you, but a couple of times, like I have everything set up. I have my because right now I'm usually recording the videos I have on my channel. I use my iPhone SE. Mm-hmm. So I connect one of those lightning microphones, and sometimes like I'll record something, and then the audio, for whatever reason, using the microphone, is either distorted or it kind of goes out of sync, and it just keeps like, it has like a crackling sound. So you either have two choices. You can either record it again or do a voiceover. Like I've had to do a couple of voiceovers on my videos because the audio was so messed up. And then I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but sometimes I'll start doing a video and then I realize that I forgot to press record.
That's happened.
So I've done an unboxing, right? So I do the unboxing, I open it up, I'm talking about all the specs, and the first time you do it, you're like really into it, so you have that energy. And then you realize that you didn't press the record button, and you're like, oh, I got to put everything back in the box. so I can redo it.
That's happened to me a couple of times already with this little device here, the A10 Mini.
Yeah.
I've become more mindful of it, but like, it's got buttons to turn on the audio on and off.
Yeah.
So I've recorded a whole video and then later found out that the audio was off the whole time. So then I'm like, crap, no, like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why before recording this episode, we did test extensively. But yeah, like you mentioned, like preparing, it's something that will sometimes kill the motivation. Like today, we wanted to do this podcast, and luckily we did make it. But you know how long it took us to get ready. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I need for what, because this whole setup that I use here, like I not only use it for these podcasts, I also use it for my videos. But then I also use it for church, recording the sermons. So, even though for most of the week I've set it up in my little office real nice, I still got to take it out every once in a while. So so I'm struggling with figuring out the right method.
Yeah.
But little by little I'll get there.
Yeah,
like I still have so many cables all over the place. I wish HDMI cables were thinner. Like honestly, like these are crazy.
Yeah, like I think I have seen some real thin ones, but they're like really expensive.
Yeah, screw that.
But
so
go ahead.
One thing you mentioned is because I kind of wanted this to be a good episode for people that want to get into YouTube and stuff like that. Yeah. And we are by no means experts.
Yeah.
We just like to pretend we are. But you mentioned that you started, or let's go back a little bit. Why did you start your channel? Like, what made you be like, you know what, I kind of want to do this?
Yeah, like honestly, it's because I want to learn more about editing.
Okay.
So I'm kind of obviously the videos that I make are not necessarily videos that have high
production value
or the need for a lot of editing. Like there's no effects, there's no
correct.
So it's pretty simple. So it's kind of like just like a beginner's, and I'm doing this also because I want to, I like tech, and sometimes I'll I'll get a product and I look on YouTube to see if anybody has purchased it or has reviewed it, and a lot of times they don't. So I'm like, oh man, I really wish somebody had, like, because the popular things, people do make videos. Like
the iPhones you're find millions of YouTube videos.
So I wanted to get like the things that people don't really review, but people might want to check out. So that's the main reason, is for like to get my production value up, and to be helpful to people with cheap on a budget. Because like I review like budget phones and things so far, and I have a couple other things that I'm doing that are like very budget things that you get from Amazon that's very cheap, and it's like
correct.
I'll do a video on this just in case somebody wants
I
to
think
see
it's
it.
important because there is a lot of phones out there that never get any attention because it could be a great phone, but it's not a Samsung, it's not an iPhone, therefore who cares?
Yeah.
Like the even with Samsung, like you did the A30,
the A30, yeah.
A30, great little phone, absolutely awesome little phone. Most people probably don't even know it's out there.
Yeah.
So.
And that's my second highest video.
Yeah.
The A30. Cause like my Note 10 Plus, nobody watched it because there's like
there's millions out there. You can just go to MKBHD and watch whatever he has to say about it, and you'll be fine.
And his word
that's
is
why
more.
A lot of times, like I tend to buy gadgets that are a bit on the expensive side sometimes. Like right now I'm recording with the Ninja 5 recorder. I didn't make a video about it because I'm like, there's so many videos about the Ninja 5. Like, if somebody has a question about it, I'll be happy to answer them. But I'm not going to be able to make a video better than what's out there.
Yeah.
So that stops me too, and I don't know if it's good or bad. um, but very often, that's what happens. I'm like, like I got. Oh, I don't know where my iPhone went, but I got my iPhone. That's not an iPhone. I got my iPhone, and I did kind of do a really quick video, but I told people, like, if you really want to find out more about the iPhone, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there that are going to do a much better job than I could ever do, because I don't know everything about the iPhone. I just know what I like.
Yeah.
But yeah, so too often that stops me from creating also, which I don't know if it's good or bad, because should I be creating stuff that's gonna be subpar to everything else out there?
Yeah, and I really like getting those comments. Like, for example, I've had a couple comments on the J5 Create monitor stand, and people asking questions. And I like when they ask questions, and I'm such a small channel that I can get to you. I can get back to you, like
exactly.
Like I can respond to you right. Like it might take me like a day, but I'll respond to you.
And that is one thing that I always do. Try to make sure I do. Like respond to every comment as much as possible.
Well, every comment that makes sense. Like
every comment that makes sense.
They call me
some comments out there just don't.
Yeah, like if you're like asking the questions or like something like that, or you're saying, "Hey, great video," I'm like, "Hey, thank you," whatever.
I still get comments on my original video about where I was talking about moving to Puerto Rico. Those I tend to just ignore now because I'm like, man, I feel bad. Like,
what can you say?
But like, check out the other videos. You'll realize that I'm not in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But yeah. Or sometimes if if they're nice, if they seem nice enough, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm no longer there, but whatever.
Yeah. But it's kind of like you mentioned, like by no means are we experts, but like one thing that I will say is anybody who does want to start, just use like, what was that saying that the best camera is the one you have?
Correct.
Like I started the videos with my iPhone SE. The iPhone SE is a 5-year-old phone, and it still records 1080. Like
records fine.
The footage is not like crystal clear, but it works.
That's what I was gonna ask you about earlier. You started with the iPhone SE. Did you struggle at first with that decision, or were you like, I want to do this, so that's just what I'm gonna use?
Yeah, like at first I'm like, oh, I don't want to use this, but then after a while I'm like, well, it's not a bad. It's not a bad device to use. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna start, I might as well just start like right now, and especially because doing YouTube videos is not. It wasn't like these kids nowadays that are like, I want to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
No, it's mostly like I always wanted to do something like this, and ever since like YouTube started, I always wanted to be like, I'm gonna make YouTube videos, but I just never knew how to start or like what to talk about, like what am I gonna do videos on, and
hey, that's my eternal problem.
Yeah, and then a lot of times it's like you want to do it, but there's that little voice in your head that's like, don't do it. It's much more hassle than it really, like there's no benefit to it. But like eventually this year I decided, I'm just gonna do it. Like
I try to do them. Like I say, I tend to have a real issue with trying to figure out what my channel is ever about.
Yeah.
It's called stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and originally my idea was, it's stuff. I'll talk about whatever. And I keep telling myself to just talk about whatever. But then I keep going back to, you hear enough people's opinions about what your channel should be and this and that. And you start getting all clustered.
Yeah.
They're always like, oh, you should definitely have something specific.
Yeah.
And I agree to a point, but there's plenty of YouTubers out there that are not about anything specific, and they do fine. For me, honestly, my idea with Stuff HD was always to share what I like.
Stuff.
Share the stuff that I enjoy, whatever I happen to be enjoying. Sometimes I'm really enjoying cameras. Sometimes I'm really enjoying cell phones. Sometimes video games. Like whatever I find interesting, that's what my channel is about. Really, sharing those things, and I do it very much for the same reason that you mentioned. Like there have been so many times where I need help with something, and I, I use YouTube. Like when I'm looking for information on something, I tend to use YouTube as my Google.
Yeah.
Like I don't even bother with Google. I'll just go to
YouTube.
and there's probably gonna be a video from somebody showing me how to do it.
Yeah.
And I have been able to learn so much from tiny little channels that nobody really cared about, but they happen to have the video that I was looking for.
Yeah.
So that's what I enjoy about all this.
Yeah, and like well, the channel that's right now Equis SD. I don't know if it's gonna change after this, but so far that's a fairly new channel. But I do have another channel, the Game X Presents, that's been for a while, and I had been doing videos. I kind of stopped. Like the last video was like 2 years ago, 2017,
and that one was very specific.
That was very specific. So I'm trying to get back into that one since I do have quite a bit of subscribers on that one. I'm like, I feel bad. I'm like, oh, I'm not adding new stuff, but
probably that subscribers, but it's good enough for YouTube to consider you larger.
So I do think that's one of the things that held me back is like, do I make just one channel where I talk about all the different things that I like, or do I have to create a separate channel for every different thing? Like, for example, if I want to talk about music, do I have to have a Equis music, and then an Equis gaming, and then an Equis vlogs, and then an Equis tech,
See, that's something that I used to struggle with, because a lot of YouTubers used to do like whatever gaming, whatever, vlogs, whatever. But most of those YouTubers all ended up doing the same thing. They all ended up putting everything into one channel because it was dumb. It's kind of dumb to separate everything. It's too much work, too much hassle. So that's why this podcast is on my Stuff HD channel, because I'm like, I'm gonna even when I do the Prolific Creator podcast, which I haven't done one in forever. Some episodes will be coming this year. I still put it on the Stuff HD channel because, well, to me that one's just a podcast.
Yeah.
So they are separate podcasts out there. But I'm like, if people want to see the video, they can just go to my one YouTube channel and put it all there. The one exception that I did do that I haven't really started doing yet, but is gaming.
Yeah. And that makes sense because it's like
because those are longer videos just about gaming and stuff. So that one's very much more specific. So that one is gonna be in the Anarchy Live channel. But other than that, I'm like, whatever content I create is gonna be on my Stuff HD channel, because that's the main one.
Yeah, and I think so you can go about it different ways. Like if you do have that one thing that you want to focus on, that's even better.
Yeah.
But if you want to create what did you call it? When I was when I was telling you about, I'm gonna do a Equis State of Mind channel where it's gonna be like, you called it a specific word. I
don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it was kind of like, because you're not your channel is not about it's not about topics, it's about you. Where it's like people are gonna watch it because they want to see what you're doing.
Exactly.
It's kind of like when I watch Flossie Carter, like.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the things he does is tech, but sometimes he'll do like a vlog of him in Vegas or doing something, and I'll watch those, like, because he's selling his personality.
Exactly. People are into the personality.
Yeah.
Which in a way it's why I hope people watch Stuff HD.
For our killer personality.
For me, people that care about me somewhat. No. So. Guillermo, thank you.
Yeah, you've held us down for a long time.
But yeah, it's fun. it is a lot of work. I will tell you, doing YouTube videos, it's a lot of work for me, especially. I tend to really get into it, but that's me in life overall. Like I really get into something for a while, and then I'm doing it. Then I completely forget about it, and I'm into something else. So all of a sudden, you'll see me forget about Stuff HD podcast, and then I'm all about the prolific creator. Then I forget about that, and I'm all about photography. Like that's just how I am, But I'm trying to set this up in a way where it's gonna be easier for me to just make videos. I hate editing. So that's why I got this little thing over here so that I can go ahead and do live editing.
Live editing, yeah.
So that I don't have to do too much editing on my computer. It's weird because I enjoy editing, but I hate it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it's fun. When I'm doing it, it's kind of fun. But I hate the idea of editing, like especially a vlog, because I start overthinking and I start thinking of all the things that I know how to do and I know that I could do them, but then I'm like, that's so much work though. Like I have to go find music that matches what's going on, and then try to cut the videos in a way that they go with the music. And when I was staying in Puerto Rico, I have time to do all that, but now I don't have time. Like working a full-time job, by the time I get home, I'm like, I just want to chill, man.
Yeah, but it's like it's fun.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun when for me the greatest feeling is when I upload a new video. It's like, oh yeah, it's
I'm done. Yeah.
Now, how was it for you at first? Because I remember for me at first, it was like, oh, do I really want to upload this? Do I really want to do it? Oh man, people are gonna think I'm stupid. Like, people are gonna hate it, and then I had to remind myself over and over. I'm like, because I would focus a lot on, oh, they're gonna notice this about me or that or whatever. Then I was like, you know what? People see you every day.
Yeah.
Like out in society, they see you from every angle possible. They see you with high definition, for 8K, and that's just normal life. So then I was like, so logically, what does it matter if they see you on TV? Like, if anything, it's kind of cool. Like you're on their computer screen. Yeah.
Yeah, and what I was gonna say, like at first, the YouTube, I don't know if it's the algorithm or what, it really rewards you having a schedule. Like it's almost like you have to put, like I keep hearing like, oh, you need to put at least a video 3 times a week or something like, or 2 times a week, so you don't lose the momentum of the.
Yeah.
But like right now I'm doing videos and I just release them as they go. It might be you might get 3 videos in 1 week, or you might get 1 video a month.
It's the best way to go. Maybe not for the algorithm, but certainly for your sanity.
Yeah.
Because I tried, there was a time when I tried doing the whole.
We did try with the podcast and everything. Yeah,
doing the whole 3 times a week type of thing. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make this type of video on Mondays, this type of video on Wednesdays, this type of video on Fridays. And, at first you're okay, but then you run out of ideas. And then it becomes a chore.
Yeah.
Then you become like,
you're doing it because you have to, not because you want to.
It's not fun anymore. Now it's like, oh man, I promise everybody a video. I gotta do it. So that's why now I don't promise jack. Like
yeah, and like especially like right now with the current state of demonetization, is like you can't do this and expect to make as much money as people had been doing.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like, man, I don't know if I could sell my soul, like, and do commercials for like those shaving for your nuts commercials or like things like that. I'm like, I don't know if I can chill like that, but I guess like
it's always funny when I see somebody advertising like the shaving stuff,
and they're bald.
or they have a beard, so then I'm like, okay, but you don't shave. Like, why are you advertising this shaving stuff to me?
Yeah.
It's weird.
But yeah,
advertising, I'm far from ever getting to that point, but I'm not sure that I could do it. Like if it's a product that I don't believe in, I'm not sure that I could just go tell people like, oh yeah, sure, go buy this. Yeah.
But like, and I get the irony that we're basically doing a commercial by unboxing certain things, but I'm like, and we're not getting paid for those. Yeah, sure. But it's like, at least those are products that you actually use. Like,
correct. They're products that you bought. You're not telling people to go buy it.
Yeah.
Like, you're telling them like, hey,
this is what it is.
This is what it is, exactly. Like, this is what comes in the box.
I like it, or it's trash.
Once you do a review, then you let them know.
Yeah.
Like, just yesterday I recorded a video about the previous recorder that I was using, and it was trash. So I had to say it. Like, when it worked, it was beautiful. It was great. I loved it. But a product like that doesn't work every time.
Yeah.
You could record a whole hour ceremony, and then later find out that your audio was all over the place, and now it's ruined. Like, I can't trust that device. That's why I ended up spending so much more money on this one, because this recorder that I'm using now, I know that I can trust the Ninja 5.
Yeah. So yeah, it's we're like, how long have you been doing Stuff HD?
Stuff HD, it's been many years now. Well, it started with the Anarchy Live channel. I want to say 2015 or 2014, something like that.
Yeah.
On and off. I've always been on and off, and this is just that's just how I am. And I've had many different types of videos, and I've had up seasons, down seasons.
Yeah.
When I was in Puerto Rico, that was my highest, but that didn't work out, so I had to move. And then I tried vlogging over here, but then I was like, okay, I'm vlogging the same stuff because my life over here is very routine.
Yeah.
Not this year though. This year we're gonna do stuff.
You have to check us out during the summer. It's gonna be lit.
We're gonna go to Chicago. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be Chicago. We're gonna go to
Milwaukee.
We're gonna go to. We should go to like some like cool little village.
Cool little village. We're gonna go to a cool little village this year.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a nice little
village of Stutterman. No.
But so I will be getting more into like actual vlogging. So we'll see how that goes. I know one of the things that's gonna hold me back is like, it won't hold me back, but I have to kind of get over is vlogging in public. Like,
how is that going for you?
Well, the first time I did it was the one
for people that want to vlog, but they might have that problem where they might feel dumb or stupid doing that in public.
Like, you just have to come to the reality that you're already dumb and stupid. Like, so vlogging is not going to change that fact. So just do something that you enjoy while looking dumb and stupid. Like yeah, you look dumb and stupid for a second.
For me, like, when I started vlogging in public, at first I was like, oh man, people are gonna think I'm weird. And whatnot. But then I started thinking, like, how do I feel when I see somebody vlogging? Somebody with a camera in front of them like that. And normally the way that it goes in my mind is I look at them and I'm like, oh, is that guy vlogging? Like, I wonder if he's popular.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder who he is. Like, I'm just kind of interested. I'm not thinking like, oh, that guy's dumb. Like, look at him. Like,
yeah, like you remember when we went to Crackle Barrel and that waitress was like, oh, there was a waitress. She got excited. Like,
she got all excited because because I was a YouTuber, and I'm like, okay, like, nobody watches me except you guys. You guys are freaking cool.
Yeah, Guillermo.
It's the podcast. Not many people.
Yeah, because I don't think Chica makes it all the way past like the first 5 minutes.
First 5 minutes.
So Chica, if you listen to this, I owe you some McDonald's. But yeah.
So yeah.
Once I'm into vlogging, we could come back and talk about my experiences as, because I only did that one vlog so far with Pizza Shot, and it was like not really that cool. It was just a mini podcast while driving. So I'll put that in my video on Equis SD, patent pending.
We'll probably get more vlogs this year.
It's just a start. I'm gonna get busy this year.
It is more fun to vlog with others. So now we can go places.
Now I got a camera that wasn't free, so.
That wasn't free. He did not. Just make it very clear. This guy did not give this guy a free camera. You'll have to check out his video for
inside jokes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So yeah, that's all. I think that's all we have for you guys today. We just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about this.
Yeah.
If you are somebody that wants to get into YouTubing and need some advice, I guess the only advice I can give you is, like you mentioned, use whatever camera you can. Don't focus so much on equipment.
Don't let that hold you back.
I know that I focus a lot on equipment because I'm OCD but you don't need that much equipment. Like eventually you'll be able to get the equipment as you go. You started with the iPhone SE. Now you have the Canon M50, and you have the microphone and everything. So your videos are gonna get better. Audio is important, but again, just do what you can with what you have, because honestly, in the end, content is the most important part. And
your personality,
if you don't have personality, nobody's gonna really care that much,
unless somehow that dull personality is somehow appealing. You never know.
Like the clear eyes guy.
Yeah, like he's just so monotone, but yet he has some kind of personality.
Or every YouTuber that does Microsoft Excel tutorials.
Yeah.
But yeah, like start with what you can. Don't worry so much about what others around you are thinking. Remember that everybody sees you every day.
Yeah.
Like you're not hiding anything from most people.
Yeah.
And really not that many people are gonna watch you anyway at the beginning. So
yeah. Like
unless you somehow humiliate yourself big time,
you go viral or something.
Go viral for something. But
yeah. Don't try that. Oh, I'm gonna start a channel and go viral right away because then and do something really dumb like that guy that did that thing on the airplane. Like, don't do something dumb like that.
And certainly don't go into this thinking that you're gonna make money.
Yeah, no.
If you're lucky, one day you might make a couple of bucks, but it's not. I mean, if you're really young and you want to try it, go ahead. But it's not really something that many people get to make a living off.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people do, but they've worked on it for a very long time. And check out some of your favorite YouTubers. Check out their first videos. You'll see that they had shitty cameras, shitty lighting, shitty audio, and little by little they just improved.
Yeah. You just look at MKBHD. Like his first video was straight up like garbage. It was like 480, not even 480. It was like 360.
Now, back in the day, that was probably
that was top notch. But still, like he worked on it.
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, it just takes a lot of work.
Just takes a lot of work and consistency, which is the part where I suck.
Yeah,
but I'm trying to get better.
Yeah,
but consistency is important because you have people that are tuning in to watch you, and if you just kind of disappear on them, they're just gonna find somebody else. I do it with TV shows that I watch. Like if I hate it when a TV show that I'm really enjoying goes on a mid-season break.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, okay, screw you. I'm going to go watch something else. And then I completely forget about them. When they come back, I find out about it like a year later. I was like, oh, wait, they were back. All right. I guess I'll check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, like one thing for sure, I'm never gonna, like in my videos, I'm never gonna ask somebody to subscribe, because people know if they like.
I hate that.
Like a subscription is earned, and I'm not gonna beg for a subscription. If I get your subscription, is because I really did something good, and I earned it. Like people know to subscribe. Like I'm not gonna subscribe to a channel just because somebody tells me. Like I've subscribed to like channels that are like not that popular, and I subscribe because I really enjoyed their content.
I'm not gonna say that I've never asked people to subscribe, but I will say for the most part, I don't think I do that. And same reason, I'm like people know.
Yeah.
Like YouTube is not new. People know about subscription. People know about hitting the bell. Like
yeah. So, but that's just me.
But which, by the way, have you ever actually hit the bell?
Never hit the bell. No.
I've never hit the bell. I hit the bell once on my sister's channel, Mari Torres Mama Chula Nails. I think it's just Mari Torres Nails now. I don't know. Anyway, I did it on her channel, and I hate it because she's uploading videos like every other day, and I'm always getting notifications. And it's always another nail video, and I'm like, okay. She knows I don't watch them, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do just to give her a hard time, but anyway.
But yeah, so do not subscribe to this channel.
Don't you dare.
Don't dare.
Don't. I seriously don't do it. Don't. Anyway. I'm pointing over here, but looking at the monitor instead of the camera over there. Hi. Anyway.
Right. That was good.
So
I think it was decent.
It was a decent podcast. I think we did okay.
Like a 5 out of 10.
Definitely at most. A 5 at most.
A 5 yeah.
At most.
Not 5.1, 5.
At least a 3. At the very least, a 3.
Like
this was like a high 3, almost a 4.
Okay. Like minimum.
Minimum
okay.
I would give us right now is like a high 3. Let's go with 4 because it's 4. So close to 4. We might as well
round up. All right.
All right. We're out of here. You all take care.
Deuces.
Follow.
Oh yeah. Nobody follows me. L.X. on all the
Instagram, Twitter, Stuff Networks, Instagram, Twitter. I don't post. I don't use Twitter or Instagram really all that much.
Yeah.
But if somebody messages me, I'll get the message and I'll be able to reply. So there's that. All right. Y'all take care. Out.
Deuces.